And we are live. What's going on, bro?
Not much, man. How you doing?
Not too much. Welcome to another episode of Highly Unlikely. My name's Drew.
Raj.
And we're going. I'm doing good, man. My feet fucking really hurt. Went for another run.
How long did you go for?
It was 7.5K.
Oh, gonna get a nice one.
Yeah,
man.
bro. Bust
Good
that
for
out
you,
in
dude.
40 minutes, man.
Oh, nice.
My split time was like 5 minutes and 30 seconds, which is terrible, but for me it's pretty good because I haven't ran in forever.
Good for you, dude. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, man. I've been got a full home gym set up. Went and bought like a pull-up bar, running shoes, the whole bit. I need to get like a set of weights though, because it's kind of burnt not doing it without weights.
Yeah.
You know what military presses are?
No.
So military presses when you do like a handstand up against the wall.
Okay.
And you actually do shoulder presses like that.
Oh, wow.
Bro, I'm gonna blow on my shoulders trying to do this shit.
You did it?
I can do
yeah.
5.
Wow, tripping.
So I'm trying to do supersets because you can't do shoulders. If I have no weights, you can't do any presses, right?
Got you.
So I've been trying to do that and just been almost putting holes in my wall and shit.
Wow. Nice one, though.
Dude.
How'd the pull-up bar work?
Really good. It's like one of those ones where you pull off the top and then you come down midway through.
Right, I remember you explaining it there the other day there. Nice.
It's not
Good for
bad.
you.
But this
Good
whole
for you, man.
coronavirus thing, man, just being locked inside. Yo, my roommate is losing his shit.
Yeah, in which way? Just
Dude, he's tripping.
Cabin fever?
Not that, he's tripping out. He's like, dude, you need to not go to work. You need to stay inside completely.
Oh,
you
he's
can't do
taking
anything.
it right serious.
Yeah. So he's from Russia, right? And I guess he's like, man, was talking to my friends back home, and they're going through some shit like this too. And pretty soon, you're gonna have armed guards everywhere, keeping people inside. I'm like, dude, that's not how it's gonna work over here at all.
I think it's gonna get a lot more strict though.
I think so for sure. There'll be police running around.
Straight enforcement.
But he's
coming up.
Dude, there's
I don't know about armed people in that way, but I think it's gonna get ratcheted up tenfold here.
100%.
People aren't respecting this, man. I seen a wedding going on the weekend.
Yo, my cousin just got
at
married.
Crescent Beach.
Really?
Yeah.
My cousin just got married in Mexico, but
Right,
they've only
yeah,
got 5 cases or something like that. But still,
I don't know, man. I see people playing basketball in LA, 5-on-5, full court,
bumping, sweating into each other.
Beaches packed in California and Florida, packed.
Yeah, I thought because California is full lockdown now, isn't it?
No, but people weren't respecting it. They were on the news, I believe, yesterday. Gavin Newsom, the governor, and he was just and same with Cuomo in New York.
Pull that shit closer to your mouth.
Yeah, both governors were on there. I guess them too, and Illinois have it the worst. So
Really?
They're all 3 states are on lockdown.
That's so brutal. It's coming here though. It's gonna come here fast.
Oh, the U.S. Surgeon General said that this week is going to be the worst week for sure coming up. This is nothing.
Because people don't understand that it doesn't just multiply slowly. It's exponential, right? That as soon as people start getting it, it doubles and triples, and that just exponentially grows like that. And people don't understand that it's not a joke.
Oh, I got a trippy stat here, actually, speaking of how fast it grew. I'll get to it in a second, though. But yeah, I don't think people are still not really respecting it, to be honest, man. It's kind of weird to see. I guess everyone has the attitude that it's not going to happen to them.
Everybody. Well, even millennials my age, and I hate using that word, but I'm lumped into that group too. And it's all college kids who are 19 are still going on spring break. They're still going out and partying and this, that, the other. Fuck it, I'm gonna go to bars and it doesn't matter. It doesn't affect me, which is a stupid attitude to have.
Oh, it totally is.
It's all fun and games until grandma dies, right?
Exactly.
Legitimately, right?
As soon as it's somebody that you know, then it's game over. It's okay, well, now I got to start taking it serious. And by that time, it's too late, man.
Yo, before we get too sad, can I give a quick shout out?
Yeah, go ahead.
I want to give a quick shout out, and this was probably the best thing I saw all week because it's been a bit depressing week. But Jamal Murray's girlfriend sucking him off on IG Live was the most hilarious shit I have ever seen in my life.
Did not see this.
Okay, so Instagram stories, or wasn't Instagram Live, but Instagram stories, you just post a story, right? And then it's online for 24 hours and then it disappears or whatever, right?
Okay.
So Jamal Murray posts a video of him getting sucked off by his girlfriend straight up, and she is going to town.
And Instagram doesn't kick you off?
No, so this is the thing, right? Is post it, then 10 seconds later deletes it, and it's yo, my IG just got hacked.
Oh, the go-to.
Dude.
Yeah, the go-to. Yeah,
but probably the funniest thing about it is his pubes look identical to the top of Kevin Durant's head. You know when Kevin Durant grows out his hair and it's super patchy and ashy and just fucking gross looking?
That's fucked up, dude.
His pubes look
when was this?
Identical. This was 2 days ago.
Okay.
And his chick is bad too.
Oh, word, yeah.
Yeah, straight up. She's this blonde smoke show, and she's giving it.
Shout out to Murray, though. Canadian boy, right?
Hilarious shit.
Oh, boy.
And she posted too. She's if anyone has the video, please delete it. Not a chance. Not a fucking chance. What are you talking about?
Not happening. Okay, we were talking about how fast the cases grew, right?
Yeah.
So the pandemic took 67 days to reach the 100,000 mark globally.
Yeah.
11 days, sorry, for the cases to reach 200,000, and 4 more days for the cases to reach 300,000.
Mm-hmm.
That's a scary rate, man.
But it's exponential growth, right?
It is on and popping.
I was about to say it's about to pop off in the States.
It's crazy though. So yeah, I don't know.
There's about to be a lot of domestic abuse going on.
I was gonna say too, like, how busy is like places like Home Depot, just like guys trying to get away from their wives.
Dude, straight up, man.
You know what I mean? They're all like renovating the house. All the jobs are getting done around the house. Everyone's yard's looking slick.
Man, I was about to say everyone's man cave is just popping off right now, man. Right?
Yeah, it's fucked up, man.
Especially if you're in like an apartment, like if you're in a small bedroom apartment.
Dude. All of Canada has time off, and I'm like the busiest mofo out there, bro. Working 7 days.
Attaboy, let's go.
Oh man, crazy, and just swamped too, man. Like talk about.
Yo, did you see that weed got declared a necessity in California?
Yeah, essential service.
Yeah, so
the
it has to be open,
allowed to stay open,
which is so fucking awesome. Funny, dude.
But it's like everyone, let's stay calm and smoke, and like we got this. But you have to, man. At times like this, it's like liquor stores need to stay open too.
Realistically, there'd be riots if people couldn't smoke or drink.
Yeah, no.
There straight up would be.
They made the right call though, so at least that, right? You know what I'm saying?
Weed is like everybody needs to get into smoking during this time though. Like just mellow everybody out.
I'm always advocating.
Yo, have you seen the conspiracy theories that are going around
about
coronavirus?
Talk to me.
So, shout out to my buddy Trey. He was showing me this on Instagram the other day, and what's it called? I keep thinking Jamal Murray. It's called a Rommel.
Stop thinking about his pubes,
dude. They look great. You ever seen like those front lawns in like the hood that are like super super patchy and all brown? There's like a couple little spots of green.
Yep.
Bang on, bro.
That's hilarious.
It's called a Rommel death. So what's going on is apparently there's a bunch of people who are gonna get like busted for being in cahoots with like Weinstein and like child pedophilia and stuff, and it ranges from like Tom Hanks to Oprah to crazy like amount of people, right?
Okay.
And they're saying that a bunch of these people got busted, and that the U.S. issued like an actual like subpoena or court order against these people for pedophilia.
Okay.
But it's like saying like, hey, this is coming. These are your options. And so a Rommel death is what it is you can basically either commit suicide, right? Okay. Or you get a public trial and get disgraced for it. Or we get you like killed or whatever it is, right? So you basically have the choice of like, okay, you can either go out on your shield, go out with like your reputation intact, right? And get suicided. But in order to facilitate all of this for all these crazy famous people, they released coronavirus. And so you're going to see all these famous people dying from the virus as a way of getting suicided, but not suicided.
You know who just got corona'd?
Weinstein.
Son.
I know. This is where the conspiracy theory starts. And so like literally on Instagram, Trey showed me this post, and it's like Weinstein's going to get it. All these people, Tom Hanks, yada, 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 and they all got it.
Crazy, man.
So I don't know.
I like conspiracy theories. Not that I believe them all, obviously, but it's just cool to get you thinking.
What ones do you believe?
Like China started this is like a strong one for me. That's not out of the realm of possibility.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like started on purpose.
Yeah. Stop the protests. They want to get those Muslims out of the China there. You know how they treat them.
Yeah.
They put them in the quote unquote they call re-education camps.
Really?
Like they're called concentration camps.
Yeah, that's what they are. It's like residential schools, right?
It's crazy. Yeah, I read this huge article about it, and literally they're on lockdown, and I could see, conspiracy theory that stopping the protesting and controlling these Muslims or killing them.
Yeah.
It's like it gets you thinking.
Yeah,
I'm not saying it's true. Don't get me wrong, but it's just cool to get your mind thinking. I like that kind of shit. So.
You believe that we went to the moon?
That's a tough one, man.
I
think so. I think so. I think it was Steph Curry is like against it, is he not?
Yeah, NASA was like, yo, you want to come check out fucking NASA,
that's right,
bro?
That's right. So I believe it, I think, yeah, I do.
What about 9/11?
What do you mean?
Okay, do you think it was an inside job? Or do you think that...
No, I don't think it was an inside job.
No?
No.
You ever seen some like the videos about it?
No, I haven't actually.
So like one of the classic ones from when it like first came out. This was like 2005, like early YouTube. It was called Loose Change on YouTube, and you see the way the plane falls. Like so like that was the first ever. I don't have an opinion on it. This is just me stating like their side.
How come you don't have an opinion on it?
This is the thing is I don't have an opinion on it, which means that I'm not necessarily ruling out that it was an inside job because some of the shit is really fishy, but I don't have enough evidence to say it was for sure.
Okay.
But I'm like, I could be convinced either way, right?
Nice.
But it was like one of the first ever towers, like building to fall from a fire, So if you think about it, right? Like imagine a piece of wood, right? And you light the middle of the piece of wood. It's a tall ass piece of wood. You light the middle of it on fire. Is the bottom part of it going to collapse? No, just the top part of it above the fire is going to collapse.
Okay, yeah, I see.
It doesn't make any sense for the building to just collapse and fall entirely on itself.
Now, I don't know, obviously, but does jet fuel play a role in this, how hot this shit is?
But this is the thing, is that's what they said, like, oh, it was so hot that it melted the internal structure. And they're like, okay, but if, like, to replicate it, people have gone back and replicated it. And, like, yeah, okay, that floor and, like, the 5 floors below it, yeah, but you're talking, like, 6 stories is 100 feet away from these flames. And it's melting concrete? It's melting metal? Like, no, dude, that's not how it works. And then if you actually watch the videos, it looks like a controlled demolition, like...
Well, what about also that one building that fell that had nothing to do with it?
Yeah.
That was like, it was like a 7th-floor building, I want to say, that was never hit or nothing, and it crumbled. Yep. It had all these important documents in it.
Yep.
I don't remember, but yeah, and that was like... I remember that. That was super weird,
and so
obviously.
The crazy thing about that was that... there's been like a crazy amount of cases where like planes have like come in, like emergency landings and hit telephone poles.
Okay.
And then as soon as they hit the telephone poles, the wing just like explodes, because the wing is obviously they're sturdy, but they're designed to be super lightweight, right? Like anything hits it just tears right through the wing. So there's been plenty of instances where planes come in super low, try emergency land, clip telephone poles, and the wings just fucking shatter.
Yeah. Okay.
This plane like apparently chopped clean through like 14 fucking telephone poles on the way to hitting this side of the building where these important documents took place.
Interesting. Okay.
Also, all the black box completely destroyed, which never ever happened. Same with the other planes, obviously never recovered, right? There's also something weird where like the accounting team or something of where it's operating in like one of the twin towers, and they got pulled out during like 10 minutes before the crash took place.
Oh, I didn't know.
There was another group of people who like knew some shit who apparently got told to go back inside the buildings like 10 minutes before. There was a bunch of weird shit that went down.
What about the guys that got the jump 10 minutes early? Stairwell all free, just like, free range.
Yeah, dude. Fuck, bro.
Oh, man.
So there's like that one.
I bought my dad a TV that day. It was his birthday, September 11th. Okay.
Really?
So bought him a new TV.
Yeah.
And like, set it up the day before while he's sleeping.
Yeah.
It's like dope. Little did I know, the next morning when we turned it on, we were watching. This was the inaugural show on
the first thing he ever watches is the towers getting smoked.
Oh man,
that's hilarious.
Pretty funny, dude. Yeah. So we laughed and laughed. No. But no. So like I said, I'm down for conspiracy. I want to check that Loose Change out. I wasn't really down with conspiracy theories like growing up ever, really. But now it's just interesting. Like I listen to some podcasts like conspiracy theories, and it's just like I said, it's just interesting to hear.
I love that shit.
Different side of the story, a different flip side. You know what I mean?
Do you believe the world is flat?
No. That I do not.
Yo, have you heard their explanation for like edge of the world?
Who's like someone says just go to the edge of the earth and take a picture of them.
Yeah. You know what they say though?
What's that?
They say at the edge of the earth there's an ice wall that's 100 feet tall that holds all the water in, and that all of the governments of the world patrol the ice wall so you can't come within like 10 miles of it.
This shit needs to stop right now.
Dude, it's so funny.
And like, so what, is NASA all fake then? Like all those
everything. They know everything. It's all computer generated.
Right. Yeah,
also, we're the only planet in our...
That's when shit goes too far, and I'm
the funny thing?
Okay, I'm out.
Dude, and we're the only planet in our solar system that's flat. All the other ones are spherical.
Yeah, good call too, though. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't get those flat. Speaking of flat earthers, one of those dudes that that Mad Mike guy, that homemade rocket dude, he just died.
No, I don't know him.
Okay, so this guy originally flat earther. He was. They say now that he didn't believe in it. He just said it to raise
money,
like marketing for his scheme. Like
yeah,
literally he. I can't remember what his day job was, but he built like a homemade rocket in his garage, dude.
Really?
Yeah, a few times tried to get up there.
wait, like him in it?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah, man. There's like multiple videos. There's a video of him sadly dying on the last one. It's happened like a couple months ago, maybe a month ago or something. I was gonna talk about it in the early pods. I just didn't have time.
So is he just like in the
I
backyard?
don't really know
tinkering?
about this guy. He was got kind of weird to me. Like I've seen him on the news a few times.
Dude, clearly is a little weird.
Yeah, but so he made this thing like the rocket. It was like a roller coaster track, kind of like I'm doing like a J that shoots you in the air. Let's say okay. And I don't know, he wanted to break for however many seconds or whatever. I don't know
if you get the most like dumbass dude in the world to explain how you gonna launch a rocket, bro, we're gonna get a real big roller coaster. We're gonna put a rocket on the end of that motherfucker. We're gonna launch that bitch.
Anyways, he went straight up and then straight down, no parachute, it didn't open or some shit, and it just crashed right where they launched.
Does he have a wife? He probably doesn't have a wife. If you got that much time on your hands,
I don't remember.
There's no way you're getting married.
Anyways, yeah, he said he was a flat earther. This is why he said he originally, I think he built this, and he's like, I'm going to prove that the world's flat.
Okay.
That's why he originally did this. He's going to do it himself.
Yeah.
And he did it a few times, and I guess, your luck ran out. Like, real talk, you're dying that way if you're doing this shit. Like,
yeah, I don't know what the fuck you're doing.
You know what I mean? So,
making rockets in your backyard. I've seen people make, like, I saw one thing that was actually kind of sick. It was like, this thing was like as big as like a football field. Or maybe not football, maybe a basketball court. But it was like this guy in the middle was on just a bicycle, just a normal bicycle. And the way he had all the gearing set up went out to these like 3 massive like helicopter blades. And this guy could fly this thing, just like lift himself up and hover like 10 feet off the ground, just bicycle.
Just doing one of these?
Just pedaling, dude. It's wild to watch.
Wow. Cool.
Or you can imagine like being like, you know who the Wright brothers are? The guys who first invented planes?
Yeah, they're a bit weird, weren't they?
Yeah, but like, you know how many people probably died trying to make planes?
Oh, man, crazy.
Dude, like a crazy amount of people must have died.
For sure. Just shout out to the Wright bros.
Imagine getting your bro, like, bro, just we need to push this real big running start off a cliff. But you got this, 100%.
Talk about balls, though, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
I'm not willing to die for that, though.
Nah. I'll let someone else figure that out.
Yeah, right?
That's all good. Like, I ain't trying to figure that out.
No, not a chance.
And real talk, I don't think anyone's trusting my math on when it comes to this either.
Oh,
though.
dude.
Like, come on.
I don't trust you to build IKEA furniture, let alone a fucking helicopter.
Yo.
Buddy.
Do you think this table just got here by itself?
Yeah, but I'm sure it took you 6 hours.
It took me an hour. But I smoked a couple joints while doing it.
That's definitely 6.
But yeah, no. So, yeah.
I appreciate your work on the table. We're actually starting to look legit.
Yeah, somewhat,
Chairs, corner, table. Hell yeah. MacBook. Buddy, aren't these things so nice?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
With the touch bar?
No more writing. It's great.
So sick.
So.
What you got for me?
Well, I do want to talk about this corona a bit, though.
Yeah, let's go work.
So, right now, today, we're at 362,000 cases globally.
Yeah.
With over 15,000 dying.
Okay, to good eye, do you think China's bullshitting about their numbers?
Oh, yeah. I was talking to this about my old man, too. My old man's like, yo, cases are coming down. I'm like, we can't believe anything they're saying, though. It's like saying we believe North Korea and Iran. Like, come on, dude.
I didn't even think about North Korea.
They're not saying a peep, eh? You notice that? You haven't heard nothing from them.
It must have just been tearing through that
country.
I
heard that Kim Jong-un wants to build a hospital ASAP. So right away, that's alarming.
We're going to build the first hospital in North Korea.
It's alarming right there that he wants to build it so quick. So obviously, the whole world's affected here. To say that they're not affected by it is asinine, man.
Yeah, because they don't have like any sort of infrastructure with anything.
And I was thinking, okay, what happens when it gets to Africa and they don't have the medical infrastructure or the supplies or the medicine to deal with any of this?
Dude, well, they're still dealing with like Ebola and swine flu. Like that shit's still going there.
What if it gets to some of these animals that are extinct? Like it's like things that
Dude, if shit's extinct, that means it's gone.
Or about to face extinction. Okay. Like some of these gorillas or whatever that are like on the brink of extinction.
Does it affect animals? I thought like dogs couldn't get it.
Yeah, no, dogs get it. Dog got it in China.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So like, animals can get it for sure.
I swear I thought I heard dogs can get it, dude.
No, for sure they can.
Okay.
So
yeah,
I was just thinking like long-term
repercussions.
I was just like, what happens if like, I don't know, just trying to think of like the worst, I guess. I don't know. I was just
if it gets into Africa. But like I said,
can't deal with it. States can't deal with it. No. Look how much of a shit show they're in, man.
Dude, it's still such a gong show there.
Trump fucked up so bad, man. So bad, dude.
So do you think he just declares a state of emergency and he just rolls through this? It's like, oh yeah, you ain't taking me out of power.
Well, they're trying to pass that stimulus package, right? It's approaching $2 trillion now, and now the Democrats, for the second time in 2 days, voted against it.
Yeah,
and they did so because they wanted to avoid the errors that were made in 2008.
Yeah,
they fear the bill's too friendly for businesses and not enough for the workers.
Yeah.
They're saying that the banks and the executives did a great job in the bailout of 2008, but the American workers, everything stayed the same, wages stayed the same. And that was like the TARP program, the Troubled Asset Relief Program, and that was a $700 billion bailout.
Okay.
So I kind of have to agree with them. They also want less discretion to Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin and more oversight on how the loans are distributed and utilized.
So what does that mean?
Okay, so Mnuchin, they want a 6-month waiting period before going public on reporting on what the companies are spending the money on.
Is this just for like companies in general?
That take the loan, that take any of the bailout. They want to wait 6 months before disclosing what they're doing with the money.
Yeah, no, not a chance.
Like, why would you want? You want transparency here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%.
There's also no curbs on executive compensation, which a lot of these guys got rich in 2008, I guess.
Yep.
Do you know what it was? No limits on shareholder giveaways.
Do you know why people got rich in 2008?
Explain.
Because, so like a company, right, says like, okay, if we achieve this like target or whatever, it's written into your contract, you get a $2 million bonus.
Yeah.
Right. So 2008 happens, all these companies crash. They obviously like get bailed out, and they still hit their targets. They're guaranteed to make $2 million. So it's contractually they're obligated to get it, which is so fucked up. So fucked up, man. Yeah, man.
So I don't know, like the number of cases in the States as of the 23rd. What was it? Yesterday, or is that today? Today.
Today's 23rd. Yeah.
So it topped 32,000 with 400 dying. Mike Pence says that 250,000 people have been tested.
Not a chance.
And even still, that's not really much. And today marked the first day that the deaths hit triple digits in a single day. So there was 100 today that died.
That's so wild.
So New York is considered the epicenter now of the disease. Cases in the state jumped to over 15,000, including 114 deaths. And that's as of today. Governor Cuomo was telling residents to stay inside, basically on lockdown.
Isn't your shit on lockdown too?
What shit?
India.
Yeah, I heard
Homeland.
That, like 750 million.
But it's all like self-induced quarantine.
And I guess another thing, like Africa, what do these guys get out there? Like, it's gonna be brutal, man. Yeah.
But like how India is like actually stepping up and being like, yo, we're gonna handle this shit ourselves. Like we're gonna basically quarantine ourselves.
You know what?
Because we're so scared of it. You know what I mean?
You know who this doesn't affect? Antarctica. No, Saudi women. You want to know why? Because they're covered head to toe, just like the hazmat suits, and they're not allowed to go outside anyways. They gotta stay inside.
Buddy, they've been prepping for this
like,
shit.
You guys quarantining? That's life.
Yeah, buddy, we've been prepping for this shit for thousands of years. What are you talking about?
That's life, dog. But yeah, anyway, sorry.
Just built-in hazmat suits.
So projections show that up to 80% of New Yorkers can get it.
I got a question.
Yeah.
So these chicks, when they're wearing their like outfits, right? You never get to see them until you're married to them and you take them to bed, right?
I guess so, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So like at like wedding night, whatever, first time you see this girl, is it like, okay, you take her back to the room, it's like, please God, please God, please God, please God. Okay, 1, 2, 3. It's either fuck yeah, or it's
I guess. I don't know.
That'd be so brutal. Could you imagine? You're just like, come on, give me at least an 8. Give me at least a 7.
Like, I think about
hard
it, like,
3.
Would I trust my parents for an arranged marriage? No way.
But it also has nothing to do with looks, like at all. It's all about like status of the family, right? You get
what they give you, man. That's how it is.
But don't you?
Like, I'm not trusting my folks to ever, like, if that was like growing up, if that was me, oh man, my parents would not be making the right decision.
My parents would actually be pretty good at that. I wouldn't be too mad.
Nah.
My pops especially, he's an animal.
No, I got no faith in mine, man. I got rolled, bro, for sure.
But isn't it like, if the guy is like a higher status in society, like the wife's dad has to like give him a fat is dowry?
Yeah,
because it's like, right. Yo, I'm gonna pay you basically to marry my fucking daughter.
For sure. Yeah. That's legit. That's real.
How much are those dowries?
That's like all arranged, like case by case.
Okay, what's the amount of money that you take to like get married to a hard four?
Well, I've seen like you can like make some sick money on Indian wedding. Like
yeah,
I think my cousin might have made over $100K cash.
He made $100K cash,
and that's not including like gifts, like just like cash alone.
Because gifts are a big thing too.
Yeah, so you're getting like, but they're also big weddings though too.
Did he have like elephants and shit?
No.
But
there's huge weddings though, man.
The elephant stuff's legit.
I would have.
Buddy, having an elephant? Fuck yeah, bro.
Next birthday.
Buddy, you riding in on one?
Done.
Fuck yeah.
That's how I'm doing it, man.
But I think like I'd take like $5 million and marry the absolute like runt of a litter. You know what I mean? Just like the absolute like outcast, ugly.
For $5 million?
Fuck yeah.
Oh, for sure. Because I'll buy you a place for $500K. And I'm out with the other 4.5.
You can't leave, dude. That's part of the agreement. There's no divorce. No divorce clause, bro.
No, I'm not. No divorce. I'm just out.
Oh, you're just running.
No divorce. I'll see you later.
What if the dad's like, "Okay, no, joint bank account. And it's going. This is where the money's going."
No, there's never no joint bank account.
Buddy, boob job and a butt lift. We're A-okay, man. I can deal.
Nah, I'm out. Oh, another thing. Okay, we're talking about Africa. What if this shit gets to the prisons? Like they've already have it.
Oh, yeah. It doesn't matter where it goes. It's just dead. People are dead.
Like you imagine, like like I guess in New York, there's already 38 people in the jails that have it.
Well, Weinstein got it. He's in prison, isn't he?
Yeah, I guess so. There's 58 more being monitored. So
in that same prison or just in general?
In prison, yeah. Apparently, it's 17. It's 17 employees and 21 inmates.
So do you think he had someone come in and give him Rona, like cough on him?
I don't know.
As a ploy, just to like either off himself, because it's
like, just do it.
But it's a really shitty death. Like, have you seen the videos of it?
Yeah, it's no.
Because you're effectively
and it's like a lot of young people dying too. It's not just old people. Like that was a big myth in the beginning.
Because you basically like drown in your own lungs because it attacks your lungs, right?
Like shards of glass when they were trying to breathe. That's what I felt like, or something.
Because there's like certain. My roommate was explaining it to me because he's tripping balls and he like dove deep into it and
he's like just researching.
Oh yeah, dude. He's like, you need to like wear gloves when you go to work and wear a mask, and I'm like, yeah, man, 100%, not a chance.
Well, like I know grocery stores and they're making you stand 6 feet apart, and it's like a limited people. You gotta like, and that's how it should be though. Like real talk.
Dude, I went to Costco last week. Holy shit, bro!
Gong show.
Dude, I went there at like because it opens at 8. Okay. I went there at 7:30, and there was a lineup around the entire parking lot.
Did you wait?
Pardon? So this is the thing is, I went with my roommate. I dropped his ass off, and then I had to park 2 blocks away. And I got back, and he had just gotten like into like the lineup because you have to go get your cart and then truck ass back across the parking lot to where the lineup was. Feet like inside. An hour.
And then how long actually shopping?
The shopping was pretty quick because they kind of like filter people inside, and it's hilarious because they're like, "Hey,
did you get toilet paper?"
Yeah, they're like, "Okay, toilet paper. We don't even need it, but we're just like, fuck it. If we're here, we may as well get it, right?" And so like they were like, "Okay, toilet paper down on the left."
See, this is the problem. Our mentality right now. You just said we don't even need it, and I'm like, let's get it.
Yeah, but
this is why there's no goddamn toilet paper.
Yeah, but I'm getting one. You know what I mean?
No, I hear you.
Especially like if this is just gonna last months, I'd rather get it now.
Yo, my old man going for senior hours. I'm like, yo, dog, grab some shitter paper.
But there's like people being like, "Okay, 1 toilet paper roll," and they're like hucking TP at you from like 15 feet away.
They're handing it out, right?
Yeah, and they're just hucking it. You're like, "Okay, 1 a roll," and just keep people trucking.
I don't know why it took so long for them to figure out that they're the ones that have to hand it out. You let these animals, like I see the pallet when they bring out the pallet in the morning. I've seen the videos and they drop the pallet with the pallet jack.
Yeah,
and the vultures just
come
attacking, man.
Like, I've seen some videos of people getting cranked.
And like yeah, come on, man. Like, and it's sad that like okay, one thing that really bothers me, like I have no faith in humanity. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't.
We've established that.
We know how they are. So the raping and the pillaging of the grocery stores, and then like I see the people like pictures of old couples or old men and old women looking at bare shelves. It's just like, whatever happened to leaving some back for your fellow man. You know what I mean? Like in times like these, and everyone's just like
people aren't like
savage,
that, man.
It's crazy.
There's a bunch of stores though doing like, okay, the first hour is seniors only.
Yeah, no, that's great.
Which is cool.
And first responders too.
It needs
shout
to
out
happen.
to the hospital workers. Oh, speaking of which, last week had to go to the hospital.
You did?
Someone had to go to the hospital.
Okay.
So get to the hospital. Fucking emergencies, like nobody there.
Really? Wait, like no staff?
No, like nobody waiting in the emergency room.
Okay.
They ask you right away. Fever, cough, and
shortness of breath.
I can't remember somewhere if you've been traveling or whatever. I can't remember what the third question was. So whatever, you have to answer the questions. Waiting there. Buddy comes in. They're like, fever, cough. And he's like, yes, and I just came from New York. Oh, man. I'm like, fuck. I got the chills right away, dude.
Yeah.
I get up, book it, gone. I'm not even like hanging near buddy. No way. Find a hallway where no one's sitting. Just hunker down.
That's some real shit.
Oh, man. Like, get the fuck away from me, dude. But so they have like COVID bathrooms only.
Yeah.
And so I seen like the doctors getting all suited up when they got to go deal with these people. It's just crazy. It's like watching them getting ready for battle. It's crazy, dude.
It's legit though, man.
It is,
it's
man.
Straight up,
it's
like you could die.
You're getting the gear on. They got these masks with the face mask and like the gowns. It's just like they're going in for battle, and I'm just like thinking like these guys are the real heroes.
100%.
You know, you're literally putting your life on the line to treat other guys that, you know, I don't want to say they're not worth it, but like, you know what I mean? Like they're,
yeah, man.
You know, I don't know. Like
they're choosing.
It's crazy, man.
They're choosing to do this. Like they're choosing to put themselves on the line for someone they don't know.
Remarkable. You know, I know that, and everyone's gonna be like, oh, well, that's what they got in that field of business. But okay, yeah, I know they did, but for them to still like these guys are working 20-hour shifts, you can't thank them enough, you know. And so, like we were saying, they're open early for seniors, and I know some of them are doing early for first responders too. So that's awesome.
I saw some posts on Facebook where it was like a nurse, and she had just pulled a 48-hour, and she only had 12 hours at home, and then they had to go back, right? And she's like, I went to the grocery store, but
nothing.
And she's like, I have kids. She's like, I went to the grocery store, and there's nothing, and I can't. My kids had to go shopping, and like one of them's like 14, and she like went there with their little sister and like their cousin who's like 18 or something like that, and like, dude,
I saw a brawl at Sam's Club in the States. It's like the Costco in the States, I guess.
Okay.
People were shanking each other with broken wine bottles, man.
Really?
Like, so they show the fight with the wine bottles, and then like they clip. Next clip is the cops and Buddy out on the stretcher, dude.
Really?
And I'm just like, I don't know. It's a crazy time, man. It's like people need to calm the fuck down, and I don't know, like.
Also, like for everybody listening, like if you do need to go get stuff, hit up smaller stores and go first thing in the morning, like right when it opens, if you can. Like get up early, sit outside and wait for half an hour, and you can actually like nail some smaller stores. Because like up where I live, right by the university, right, classes are all closed, and there's like a grocery store that's there, and that place is empty all the time, and it's always stocked. So you got to go find little spots if you can. And
yeah, no, that's what I heard too. I seen even on Reddit, people posting pictures that of whatever stores and like shelves of toilet paper.
Yep.
You know, so yeah, I guess just stay away from the big ones if you can.
Straight
I guess,
up.
You know what I mean?
But like some of these small towns where it's like you only got like one or two grocery stores.
Yeah.
Like you imagine like being in Hope or Merritt. One store.
Filthy just came from Salmon Arm. Even he came back with groceries, toilet paper, and everything. It's like it's just nice to have groceries and like, you know, not like a pick of the litter. Like what are you?
Yeah, right.
You don't even know what you're gonna get at the grocery store.
But also, Filthy's not waking up early.
No, true that though.
You know what I mean? Like get your ass out of bed, bro.
All that toilet paper is like that's like $10K right there, man. You know. So, now Canada is rolling out a plan for all this, obviously, right?
Have they actually like said they're gonna roll it a button?
Well, they said they're gonna do an economic package with $82 billion.
I saw that.
So $27 billion in direct support for Canadians and $55 billion in tax deferrals.
Okay.
Now, obviously, they've waived the EI wait period. So Wednesday's announcement is on top of the $1 billion package that they already announced.
Okay.
As well as $10 billion in credit support for businesses. They're gonna provide an emergency care benefit of up to $900 biweekly for up to 15 weeks for workers who do not have access to paid sick leave or employment insurance. And there's also an emergency support benefit of up to $5 billion to support laid off workers who are not eligible for EI.
Who's not eligible for EI? Yo, looking at the levels, get your mic a little closer if you can't, like bend it in, like get the filter right close, and then put that right bitch right close.
Got you.
Level's low.
Also, they're going to increase the child benefit payments.
Okay.
And also a $5 billion top up to the GST credit for low and modest incomes.
What does low and modest income mean?
I don't have the numbers. So like I said,
because like I got a friend who's like applying for EI right now,
right?
Because she works in like childcare.
What's like minimum wage? That's probably
minimum wage. I think it's like 12 something right now.
So that would be like low income, obviously. Then, right?
Yeah, right. But like she is doing, she's in childcare and they're like shutting down daycares and stuff, right? She did like figure skate coaching.
Okay.
And so like that's gone too now, and so she's applying and like she can't get through to anything.
Well, like I heard it's just a nightmare to try and get online, and like as to be expected though.
Yep.
They're not handled for all of Canada to be applying for EI at once.
No, at the same time, right?
Like it's people again. It's like another thing. Like let's be real and understandable here. Like,
yeah.
I know it's a crazy time and people are panicking, but like the government's trying to do what they can, and you can't expect to roll out these plans and get your money in your pocket right away. This is something that's unprecedented. Like, you know, we've never had to deal with this.
I also saw that they're going to try and get like remove rent.
Yeah, so
like,
I have that
rent,
here.
Which I don't understand how that works, because like if you owe somebody rent, right? Like, okay, your rent, you don't have to pay it, but then that guy probably has bills to pay because he was expecting that money to come in.
Well, I think
you know what I mean.
They're going to defer mortgage payments for homeowners. That's what
cool.
They're doing. So they're extending the personal income tax filing deadline to June 1st and pushing back payments until September 1st. They're also helping banks defer mortgage payments for homeowners, freezing Canada's student loan payments for 6 months, and reducing minimum withdrawals from RSPs by 25% for 2020. Businesses will also be given assistance. Small businesses will be provided with a 10% wage subsidy for 90 days, a measure worth up to $1,375 per employee and $25,000 per business in order to keep staff on payroll. Businesses will also be able to defer 2019 income tax payments until September 1st. So one thing I don't understand, though, is...
there's so much there. Like,
I don't know. So I guess we have an Emergency Act.
Okay.
So it was enacted in 1988. We've never used it, but if this is not a time to use it,
now it's 100%
time to use it. I don't know what the holdup is here. I ripped Trump for not declaring a national emergency. You know, he did later, or too late, I should say. Mm-hmm. And I think Trudeau's going to make the same mistake here, man. Like,
so you think
this is just going to free up so much more resources?
I think realistically, what we need to do is Trudeau needs to issue, like, it's fucked up, but like he needs to issue full lockdown, declare a state of emergency, relieve the fund, because we're just trying to nip this in the butt, right? Like, let's be proactive about it. It might seem...
That's what I'm saying.
It might be, like... It might seem extreme to some people. And realistically...
I'd rather be proactive and be like, oh, you know what? We overblew it, but who cares?
Yeah.
I'd rather do that and then look at the States. I'd rather do that than say we fucked up big time.
Yeah, we didn't lose family members, this, that, the other, right? But it's people... It's hard to get people to come to terms with, like, oh, you need to stay inside when something isn't affecting them. Like, it's fucked up, but people need to be affected by something to actually...
Yeah, I'm blown away by this.
You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy that's what it takes. So, like, you need to have your aunt needs to die, your grandma needs to die for you to realize, like, yo, this isn't a joke. It has to happen
like that for some people, yeah.
It's crazy. Like, people don't have the perspective or, like, the wherewithal to be like, yo, like, for the greater good, let's do something, right?
So, also, to the Canada's 6 big banks said they're going to provide financial relief to customers, including deferral of loan payments on a case-by-case basis.
Okay.
And like I said, deferral of mortgages and opportunity for relief on other credit products.
What do you mean other credit products?
Maybe like credit cards and stuff, right?
Okay.
And so I guess...
dude, I'm going to be wired.
We have just over 2,000 confirmed cases and 24 deaths in Canada.
That's so scary, dude. 2,000 confirmed cases? It literally feels like we were at like 10.
Well,
a week ago, 2 weeks ago.
Italy here, right? They're on full lockdown.
Yeah.
And they have over 6,000 people have died. And they have more than 63,000 cases. They're the worse off than China, man.
Wait, 6,000 people have died?
Yeah.
And 63,000
cases.
That's like a 10% kill rate, dude.
So
that's some Hall of Fame numbers, bro. That's some legit shit.
One, I guess, good note is the number of reported deaths in the country dropped for a second day in a row. Okay. So Saturday was an all-time high of like 800.
Yeah.
So today, I believe, was 600 new deaths. So Spain, the second worst city in Europe, they've had at least 21. Or sorry, country, and they've had at least 2,100 people die, and they have 33,000 cases. Over the last 24 hours, they've had 460 people die and 4,500 new cases.
Dude, that's so wild.
I like this. France here, the president, Emmanuel Macron. So he's promised that no company, big or small, is going to fail. They're essentially going to be writing blank checks.
Really?
Yeah. Like, talk about putting ease into your citizens' minds.
He says that, but like, can the country really afford to do that?
I don't know.
Can the country afford to do that with their economy shut off?
I don't know. It
for 3 months.
I haven't heard anything
that
he can't do it.
I don't like
apparently all of Europe's doing this.
See, that's the thing is like, it's great all these initiatives that countries are putting into place, but I actually don't have a lot of faith.
But now's the time to do it. You have to do it.
No. But what I'm saying is like, you
have no choice.
Saying it is wonderful, but doing it is a whole nother thing, right? Like, I don't know if these countries are actually gonna be able to do what they say they're wanting to do.
Like, you don't have businesses. You don't have workers going back to businesses.
Oh, I know. They're trying to avoid a Great Depression type deal, right?
You know,
but it's like at the end of the day, like, if there's no money. If there's not enough money, there's not enough money, right? Like, people are gonna have to bite the bullet. It sucks, but like.
Oh, definitely, some people are coming up on the short end of the stick here. Definitely.
Yeah, do you want to not be depressing the entire time and talk some sports or something?
Well, we got all those new moves, bro.
Okay, Brady to the Bucks.
Yeah.
Biggest news probably. I definitely did not see that coming at all.
Well, we talked on the pod before. We said LA or Bucks.
But we both of us had said that I don't see the Bucks happening. We had said that
I love the receivers.
That's stoked. What we had said was the wide receivers group is nasty, but probably not going to happen. I thought the Chargers for sure, with his new production company and everything.
Yeah, I don't think Chargers wanted to give him $50 million guaranteed, if I'm not mistaken.
Wait, you're not going to give Tom Brady $50 million?
I get why a lot of people didn't want to pay him.
It's because $25 million a season. That's cheap.
If you look at his stats last year, he wasn't that good.
But he also had no one.
But here's the difference: Evans and Godwin get open all game.
Yep.
So,
and if you
he doesn't have to be good, like he doesn't have to be perfect like he did last year.
He just has to make the right decisions, and when it's that easy.
Dude, he's gonna be throwing guys wide open.
It's gonna be bad, man.
And I don't know. Who knows if Antonio Brown goes too?
Apparently, Bruce Arians was like, no, not a chance. He's like,
good. He doesn't deserve it.
He was a diva. He's because he did work in Pittsburgh, right? And Bruce Arians was like, I have zero desire to work with him.
Oh, that's good.
Which is a good call.
He doesn't deserve it, anyways.
No.
Well, now the only thing about Tom Brady going to the Bucks is like, you know how weird it is to see like him in a new uniform, especially
like Jordan
Tampa
on the
Bay.
Wizards type deal, right?
That was so wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Gretzky with the Blues.
One thing that I kind of hope for though is that I hope that he balls out on the Bucks and the Patriots don't do as great because
they're not going to do great.
No, but because so much of his like reputation, there's so many people that are like, it's all Belichick, it's all Belichick, it's all Belichick. Whereas if Brady like takes the Bucks into the playoffs, wins a game or two, like people are gonna put a lot more respect on Brady's. Like there obviously already is. He's the GOAT. A lot of people consider him the GOAT. But a lot of the people that I know at least are like, oh, it's a GOAT with an asterisk. Like, oh, but you had the best coach ever, so like it's not as great. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear you. I think New England's this season's a write-off for them. They're gonna be brutal.
So I heard something interesting.
What's that?
So after the year that they lost in the Super Bowl, it was 2017, right? When the Patriots were loaded with Jacoby Brissett, Tom Brady, and Jimmy Garoppolo.
Yeah.
Every single team in the NFL was trying to pinch one of those guys because obviously they're overloaded.
Right.
They traded Jacoby Brissett to the Colts. And then people were calling about Jimmy, calling about Brady. and they said no, 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 no. And the day before the trade deadline, they shipped Jimmy Garoppolo to San Fran for a second-round pick.
Okay, yep.
Apparently, the report is coming out now that Belichick offered them Brady.
Oh, I already knew that Belichick didn't want Brady.
But he straight up offers San Fran Brady without consulting Robert Kraft, without consulting the GM. San Fran said no, and then Robert Kraft was also like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? We're not doing that, even if they said yes. And Brady found out about it. And then Brady, ever since then, was like, I'm off this team.
I'm not surprised. Belichick doesn't surprise me. It's his way or the highway, so I think they just picked up Brian Hoyer, too, just recently. So he's back in the system, I guess he knows, but it's going to be a rough year for them.
Apparently they want to run their fourth-round guy, Steedman or something like that.
Stidham?
Yeah.
Apparently he moves in the pocket really well.
I don't know why you don't...
He's like exact opposite of Tom Brady, but...
Dude, I don't know why you don't sign Jameis Winston.
I think he ends up on the Steelers. I got a thing here. Like, there's still some good guys that didn't get signed yet.
That's interesting.
Jadeveon Clowney, right?
That's really interesting. Being on the Steelers would be nasty.
Well,
him under Mike Tomlin.
Well, Rudolph being a backup, I don't know, and Big Ben could get hurt again. I'm not sold on Big Ben staying healthy.
Do you think Big Ben because a lot of people are saying
it's Ben's team until he gets hurt.
Yeah, but a lot of people are like, this is the last year. Like they don't think he's coming back.
No, he just signed that deal for. It's not his last year. I don't know, barring injury. Injury is the only thing that. If one thing I know is if Big Ben's there, he's going to be quarterback in the Steelers.
Yeah,
but I just think though, like they signed Mike Vick back in the day.
Yep.
I can see them taking a shot with Winston, and really, he's going to come so on the cheap now because nobody wants him. Obviously.
Yeah.
New England. I think I would have taken Winston over or. Even Cam Newton.
Winston, Andy Dalton. Like, there's three guys.
Fuck Dalton. I wouldn't want Dalton.
Dude, I think Dalton's got talent.
The Red Rifle?
I would take now. He's definitely bottom three out of those guys, but he's definitely got talent. And you put him in a system with Bill Belichick. The Bengals are such a shitty organization, man. Like, I think Joe Burrow's gonna have a fucking rough go.
Him and AJ Green though is gonna be sick.
Yeah, I still think he's gonna have a rough go, man.
Also left on there, so Clowney's left on the market. He's probably going back to the Seahawks on another 1-year deal. Nobody wants him.
Isn't it because he wants a obnoxious amount of money?
Yeah, he wants $20 million a year, but he only had 3 sacks and injuries. No one's signing you. Like that's just everyone knows this.
Yeah.
Robbie Anderson, the Jets wide receiver, who's really really good. I thought definitely he'd be signed already. They're saying maybe the Packers he goes to. Him and Devontae Adams, which would be disgusting.
That'd be a nasty 1-2, dude.
And that's in my division, and that hurts. So I hope that doesn't happen.
That's a nasty 1-2. Yo, Diggs is gone now too. Okay, we got to talk a couple things here,
bro. Okay, yeah, Diggs is gone. I hated it, but what we got for Diggs and what
you got something back for him.
What Texans got for Hopkins?
Holy shit, dude.
Yo, I've razzed on Bill O'Brien how many times on the show? How many times have I said I hate Bill O'Brien?
Yeah, man. We've both talked about it.
And this is exactly why I hate him.
Dude, they got nothing. So they got absolutely nothing for D-Hop.
So
it's so gross.
For Diggs, Vikings got a 1st, 5th, a 6th in this year's draft, plus a 4th next year.
And this draft is like stacked for wide receiver too.
Yeah, it is. So it makes the hit a little bit easier to 100% take.
100% it does, man. It's a good call on the Vikings.
But he's on a good contract. He's 26 years old. He's a really good player, but we had to do it. Like Vikings had to blow up this year. There's too many salaries.
It's legit. It's a legitimate move. It's a good move.
Now, DeAndre Hopkins, probably top 3 receiver in the league.
Oh, easily top 3.
So the Cardinals, they picked him up for Kyler Murray, and all it cost them was David Johnson, who's done in the NFL, in my opinion. He's got a huge contract, and a 2nd-round pick this year and a 4th round next year. That's it.
And didn't a 4th round come back to them as well?
Yeah. So really,
it was a second
and a huge contract on a shitty running back.
Dude, I don't know what the Texans are doing.
So, Kyler Murray and DeAndre, bro.
And Larry Fitzgerald, too. The 3 of them. That's a sick 1, 2, 3.
Unbelievable, man.
Who's the Cardinals GM? Or coach?
Cliff Kingsbury is the coach, I know. I don't know the GM.
He's made some moves, man.
Dolphins had a lot of money. I think they had some of the most money out of anyone this year.
They're drafting Tua, though.
They are, but they fucking fucked up on the money they spent. Like, they gave... So, Brian Flores, an ex-New England guy. So, he took a couple New England guys now on defense. One of them being Kyle Van Noy, 4 years, $51 million. Mm-hmm. And he, in my opinion, is not worth it. 29 years old, never had a 7-sack season, never been to a Pro Bowl. And I'm not dissing him, but to be the 7th highest paid player at your position, you better have some credentials.
Dolphins are so whack, bro.
They also, though, signed Byron Jones, the Dallas quarterback, and they turned around and made him the highest paid corner in the league. 5 years, $82.5 million, $57 million guaranteed.
Wait, 5 years, 82 mil. What is that? That's like 15 mil a year. 17 mil a year, something like that.
Something like that. Now here's the thing, though. The corner opposite him is Xavier Howard. Mm-hmm. He's also one of the highest paid cornerbacks in the league. So I don't know how that's gonna work. See what happens. He's a good corner, but I don't know if he's worth the most money in the league. But you knew he was gonna cash out no matter where he went. So,
but still, that's a lot of money, man.
It is, yeah. I don't.
You're not playing like Clowney that money, and we had the Dolphins are gonna spend that kind of money on him. Like, I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see.
Do you remember at the beginning of last season when like players were literally just like begging to be shipped off the team? Who's their head coach?
But they finished pretty good last year.
I know they did.
Brian Flores, rookie guy from New England.
So
he's
bad for him.
Bill Belichick tree.
I feel so bad for him. He got sewered in that job.
Oh, they recovered good last year. So also shout out to the Browns. They made some good pickups. They got Case Keenum, which I thought was great. Backup Baker. Mm-hmm. Can't trust Baker. I almost trust Case more than Baker. And they got Austin Hooper, which I was hoping Seahawks would get, to be honest. They went out and got Greg Olsen as a tight end. Mm-hmm. Hooper, I think, is going to be a big-time stud. I mean, he's already really good. So
yeah.
I thought they made some really good moves, surprisingly. And the Colts got that San Francisco DeForest Buckner, and then they gave him a huge contract. He's a really good player.
He's nasty.
But it's costing him $20 million a year. I don't know if I pay him that much, to be honest.
Yeah, it's a lot.
But and they gave up the 13th overall pick for him too. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But there were so many moves, man.
There's a lot of stuff that went down.
Melvin Gordon, he ended up on the Broncos. So him and Philip Lindsay, good 1-2 combo. That's going to be pretty sick, 1-2, man. Oh, the Browns also got Jack Conklin, offensive tackle. Huge signing from Tennessee. I think he's going to really shore up. The offensive line was brutal last year, we all know. Mm-hmm. And rumors that maybe Jason Peters goes there too, which would really shore up that line. So see what happens. Who else? Oh, Todd Gurley. So the Rams, remember, made him the highest paid running back.
And they released him
a year later. Gone.
It's crazy, man.
So Falcons got him on the cheap, I guess, 1 year, $6 million. But I heard from all accounts that he's done. His knee's done. So
this is why running backs hold out. Could you go from consensus number one running back in the league?
Well, Rams got to pay him how much this year?
I think it's
so he got $6 million from the Falcons, but the Rams are still paying him.
I think it's like 17 mil.
Yeah,
it's
so
something big.
He's getting the.
But this is what I mean, right? You go from this is why you get that guaranteed though.
Oh, for sure.
Because it's like you go from consensus number one running back in the league to released from that same team a year and a half later.
But
it's wild.
That's the right move on the Rams part.
100% it is. Yeah. I'm not faulting the Rams at all.
Speaking of the Rams, did you see the new logo?
Dude,
sucks.
It's so bad.
Like, you guys fucked that up.
So bad. Apparently, I saw a thing where the 49ers tried to change their logo like 30, 40 years ago. And the public was literally like, fuck no, we don't want it. Fuck no. And it was such a big thing.
I didn't even know.
It was such a big thing that they were like, okay, we're not changing it. That literally needs to happen with the Rams because that new logo is
terrible. I like their old logo. I thought it was fire, bro.
100%.
So, yeah. Shout out to the Rams for fucking that up.
What else happened? Anything non-NFL? Oh, we were talking about Dana White said that like the Tony Ferguson Khabib fight is
99.9% on.
Which thank God, dude, because if that got canceled, that would make me.
Do you know who else is on the card?
I would be so upset.
Do you know who else is on the card?
Not off the top of my head, but apparently it's a good card.
But like I was saying, thank goodness it's not in New York anymore.
Yeah.
Because that would have just been another bad ending, another black eye. I think we all know that.
That ref needs to get, or sorry, not ref or judge, both of them. The judging and the reffing in New York is terrible.
Yeah, I hear you. So we talk about the weed market. All like the legal brands, I guess they want to offer value marijuana brands to compete with the illegal market.
Okay.
So
is this like government?
Yes.
Okay. Well, in Canada, it got released. Like there was a notice the other day that went out that they're going to be giving out licenses to brick and mortar stores to sell like Canada wide.
Oh, when's that starting?
That came out 2 days ago.
Oh, cool! I didn't hear about that.
Which is dope. They haven't released.
It's a little late, but it's about time though.
But there's
step in the right direction.
100% is a step in the right direction, right?
So, they want to introduce lower priced brands in a bid to overtake sellers on the illegal market, who reportedly account for 70% of the country's total cannabis sales.
Of course.
So, according to Stats Canada, legally sourced cannabis priced at an average of $7.84 a gram.
Okay. While
illegal source offered around $4.36 per gram on average during the last quarter of 2019.
Okay.
So 3 of the biggest producers, Canopy Growth, Tilray, and Aurora, they're going to all introduce lower price cannabis products offering equal, if not better, value for the money. So
of course they are.
Canopy Growth's value brand, I guess they're going to call it Tweed 28, which will be priced at $4 a gram.
But this is the thing, is it going to be as good?
Well, THC, they claim THC potency level 13 to 25%. Tilray, their brand is going to be known as The Batch, offered in 3 sizes, 7 grams being the largest, and a THC count of 10 to 15%. And Aurora will be offering the Daily Special, THC level 15 to 21%, available in 3 sizes, 15 grams being the largest.
Yeah, and they say it's going to be like this, but who knows? It's probably going to be absolute shite. Dude.
Well, Canopy Growth also announced its closure of 3 million square feet of greenhouses. So 2 of them...
Wait, 3 million square feet?
They're closing.
Jesus Christ.
They're planning to close 2 cultivation facilities in BC, one in Aldergrove and the other one in Delta. And that's resulting in the layoffs of 500 people.
That's what I mean. Obviously, it's not going that great.
Oh, no. Well, look at the stocks. Down like... Well, but even before this, they was down like crazy.
Yeah, dude. It was not going good. Because everyone dumped a bunch of money into it until like in 2016, I think it was. And then ever since then, it's just been going.
But here's the thing. Like, they also said like they're going to invest more in outdoor cultivation because it's more cost effective. But anyone that knows weed knows indoors way better.
Yeah, man. And we also live in
So this is Vancouver. This is where you're going wrong. Why are you fucking with outdoor?
Buddy, it snows. What are you talking about?
You can do it from like October. You got to come down.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Is like in certain
but
like
outdoor
places.
Sucks.
Yeah, but anywhere near the equator, you can do year round.
Right. Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about? You're going to do outdoor.
It kind of shows like
it's incompetence.
It's out of touch. Are you?
It's incompetence.
You know what I mean?
100%.
Outdoor is not the way to go. No. Everyone knows this. Did you hear about that Brampton teen, 14-year-old kid that got abducted? This is maybe a month ago.
No, I didn't hear about it.
So there was an Amber Alert put out. 14-year-old was walking to school, gets abducted, and was found on a rural property. Okay.
Where is this?
In Brampton.
Which is?
Ontario.
Okay.
So they figured out the abduction was retribution for an unpaid drug debt by his stepbrother. Okay?
That's some ruthless shit.
Here's the thing. Buddy fucking makes off with 100 keys of coke. What do you think's going to happen?
Yeah, no shit.
They're lucky they didn't kill the brother. So your slimy bro, approximate value, they say 4 million.
100 keys.
100 keys walked away with.
That's wild.
So
yeah, what do you think's going to happen?
You're going to leave your family here to deal with it? What a fucking piece of shit, man. Right?
Like, wait, so this guy's alive?
Yeah, they found him alive. He I guess they tied him up, roughed him up a little bit. Nothing too crazy.
Yeah. Probably scared the absolute shit out of him.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And
he thought he was dying for sure.
Oh, 100%. You know what I mean? So I guess, I don't know, you can call it a warning.
Yeah, dude's lucky.
So we'll see what happens. Yeah, but like, that's what you get though, dude. What, you think nothing's going to happen to you, man?
Yeah, no doubt.
Like, in my opinion, that brother could be dead, and it's like that's just what happens.
Yo, so that was his stepbrother that he jacked it from?
No, his stepbrother was the one that jacked it.
Buddy, I'm terrible.
His older stepbrother jacked 100 keys, took off, and they're like, "Oh, we'll get your brother or your stepbrother for retribution," and then they get kidnapped the stepbrother.
Okay.
So,
what a moron, man.
So, okay, with all this shit going on, obviously, do you hear Philadelphia police officers? They've been instructed to stop making arrests, and
like just in general.
Well, it says, I don't want to say for everything, but it's quite the list here. So we're talking no arrest for all narcotic offenses, theft from persons, retail theft, theft from auto, burglary, vandalism, all bench warrants, stolen auto, bad checks, credit card fraud, and prostitution.
That's lit.
So go to Philly and run rampant.
Philly is the wrong city to be doing that in.
So what are the cops doing is my question. What are the cops doing?
Philly's already a shit show.
Yeah.
Like, people from Philly are animals.
You want to announce that you're doing this?
Yeah,
like, yo, guys, just go on...
full rain. You ever seen The Purge?
No.
No?
No.
Okay, so it's like a show where, like, once a year, like, all crime is legal.
Do whatever?
Yeah, for 24 hours, all crime is legal.
Okay, yeah.
Philly's the fucking Purge, real life, man.
Fuck, I don't know,
There's going to be people running around.
That's crazy.
Like, people are going to get jumped.
Okay, so I don't know if you've heard a lot of dumb stories coming up with this coronavirus and how it started. Like, so do you know who Carrie Hilson is?
Do you see that video? Oh, sorry, no, but you've seen that video going around with that dude fucking a chicken?
Whoa.
Have you not seen this?
No.
Dude.
What's going on?
This video's going around like
legit, he's fucking the chicken.
Yeah, dude.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
I don't even want to laugh because I couldn't even watch the video the first time. I got shoved in my face over the weekend with my friends.
Remember when I said I had no faith in humanity, man?
So this guy, he's like sitting with this old Asian guy, right? He's like and it's like, I guess it's like some other person is filling him from like around the corner, right? And this dude's like sitting in a corner. He's got this chicken in front of him. He's just sat on the ground, like legs open like this, right? And it, like I almost puked watching it. And he like sit this little chicken in front of him, and he like grabs his thumb, pops his thumb, puts it in, getting it fucking warmed up, and he grabs this chicken and just pumps this chicken for like 30 seconds, nuts, and then
oh my god, that's fucking
that's how
disgusting.
coronavirus starts, people.
Oh my god, man.
Fuck eating bat soup. We're pumping chickens now.
That's so fucked up,
dude. I couldn't even watch it the first time. I was like, het.
The first time? How many times did you watch it?
Buddy, like 5. Jacked off so many times.
Yeah.
Busting nuts.
So, Carrie Hilson was going around saying that the COVID started because of 5G service.
Yo, I saw this. Not from Carrie's, but I saw the 5G thing.
Come on, man. What are we doing here, man?
Okay, but do you know why it works? Why people are scared about it? Pardon? No. So, this is the thing. Is this, like, people have actually been protesting 5G. Because, obviously, like, 4G cell service, right? Mm-hmm. We constantly have waves, radio waves, Wi-Fi waves, shooting all over all the time. They go through our body,
right,
through our minds, all sorts of stuff, right?
Okay.
Now, basically, what happens is the higher up, the more G's you have, it's a bigger, stronger wave, right?
Okay.
And your brain operates on electrical impulses. So when you have these things called little neurons, it's one cell. It fires an electrical impulse from itself down the end of it. It's called an axon. Into another neuron, and pew, choo, choo, and they fire these electrical signals, and that's how the brain communicates from part of the brain to part of the brain. Different parts of the brains control different things.
Gotcha.
Now, when you have 5G, apparently the signals are so strong that it can actually fuck with these electrical impulses, and this has been like a known thing. It's like it's fucked with.
So 4G doesn't affect us, but 5G does?
Because the brain, the signal isn't strong enough. Like, so the upload rate, I think, like what it is it's like. It's something like ridiculous. Like, it's 100 times stronger than 4G. Like, think about when you go, like, if you're on 3G, full bar 3G, internet fucking blows. You can't do anything. As soon as you get on full bar 4G, everything's on fire, no problem. Now take that same sort of jump and go even further. So, like, upload, download is crazy. So apparently it fucks with rats, it fucks with small animals, and it's been shown in some initial studies to fuck with humans. So this 5G thing might actually have legs.
Give me the 5G. I'm all over it, bro.
What are you gonna do, man? How much porn do you need?
I'm all over it. Okay, I also heard too that people at the beginning were saying like minorities couldn't get coronavirus.
Yeah, so black people can't get it because they have too much melanin.
Come on, man. Really, guys?
Africa's gonna be fine, bro. Don't worry about it. What are you talking about?
And I just read that Florida politician Brian Culpepper.
Yeah.
He said that you could cure it if you put a blow dryer up to your face and inhale it with your nose. It cures all the viruses.
Is this a politician that said that?
Yeah, straight up, dude.
Like he announced, like on stage, went on stage.
Yeah,
like,
in front of people.
I got the cure for coronavirus.
In front of people said this.
And people are gonna be at the malls just underneath those bloaters.
This is it's crazy, man. I don't get it, man. I really don't.
I don't understand how that guy
gets
into office.
Yeah.
How do you? Well, actually, it's Florida. I shouldn't say that. It makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense.
Real talk.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of Florida, I watched Kreischer's stand-up. Did you see it?
No, I haven't yet. Is it good?
Yeah, it was all right. Not bad. Not bad.
Does he talk a lot about his family again?
Yeah, he talks about his family.
Because like his last one, because we went and saw them.
I think he talks always a lot about his family. That's where he gets the base of his shit from. You know. What I mean?
Like his original shit wasn't about his family; it's just about him being a party animal. But like because he came to Vancouver like 6 months ago.
Hey, speaking of which, I didn't mean to cut you off, but he was the inspiration for that Van Wilder movie.
Really?
Yeah, it was him. That was because of him.
Dude, there's some legendary stories of Bert Kreischer partying.
I'm just like, holy Christ.
You ever seen the Machine video?
No, I know this is he's like, that's his bit, right?
You have to watch. I'm telling you, dude, as soon as we're done here, you need to watch it.
Okay, yeah. But yeah, check it out, though. It was all right. I didn't mind it.
Because last one was just way too family focused, and obviously, like, I can't relate. Like, it's funny, but it's just not the same, right?
I think my favorite comedian, Joe Coy.
Really? Joe Coy's funny as fuck.
Like, that guy, like, I laugh out loud.
Yeah.
All the time.
His last special was really fucking good.
Crazy good, man. Coming in hot, right? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, Joe Coy's really good. I think Andrew Schultz is
killer.
Legitimately, dude.
Yeah.
Like for me, it's, and this is wild because he's so young. But he's been doing it for like 12 years though. But like for me, it's Dave Chappelle, him, and then Burr are my 1, 2, 3 right now.
Nice.
Not all time, but currently, it's Dave Chappelle, Schultz, Bill Burr, which is wild
shitty that Schultz has to postpone the special.
Yo, fuck. Everything. Joe Rogan got canceled here in Vancouver.
Yeah, right. We were saying that last time.
And everything's gone to shit, man.
But for him shooting his first special, like, he deserves it, I think, too. Like,
it's gonna be a knock in the nuts.
And then it's just what a letdown for him. Feel bad for him, kind of. I mean, he's gonna be fine regardless, but you know, he must have been just super stoked, obviously, and
he's got a good attitude about it, though.
Well, fuck, the guy's doing fine. I'd have a good attitude about it too, man. You know what I mean?
The funny thing is, like, with this whole Corona stuff, he's got, like, the Corona Chronicles going on his podcast.
Yeah, I've seen that. I tried to listen to a few of them, but I passed.
They're not as good without Akash and Kaz.
But, yeah, no, so, yeah, man, everything's fucked up. That's why I was all Corona'd out, so I'm like, I need to watch something funny, so that's why I watched the special.
Wasn't there another special that got released recently? There's somebody else.
Not sure.
It was Bert Kreischer and somebody else dropped
Tom Segura?
No.
I heard he's doing his in English and Spanish.
Yeah, because he's like fluent in both, which is kind of dope.
Cool.
You know what I'm thinking about?
I think it's that double check too, right?
Fuck yeah, it is, bro.
Same material, just you know what I mean?
So let's go.
Yeah, nice one.
But that's crazy because like with the way languages work, like you got to hit the same punchline in different ways.
Right.
You know what I mean? So the timing is going to be completely different
depending
on the language, which is like, holy shit, that guy's talented. The guy I was thinking of, it wasn't a special. I was supposed to go see Chris DiStefano in Vancouver this weekend. Fuck. That's canceled.
His fighter and the kid.
Dude, that guy is fucking hilarious.
Like, me and Claudia were just killing us. I was laughing. And then people that could hear us through the wall, they're like, they're like, yo, what are you guys listening to?
Dude, I think the most fucked up thing, though, is he was talking about how he got skull fucked. And they're talking about how it's an absolute, like, it's hilarious. And it's a bit. And meanwhile, he actually got skull fucked.
I wonder.
Dude.
I wonder how good.
Uncomfortable.
I wonder how good. He must his stand-up must be killing it.
Oh, okay, no.
Hey?
I said his head game.
No. His stand-up's probably just killer, bro.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, no doubt.
His podcast, because it's called History.
Yeah. I've tried listening to it a few times, and it's a bit much.
It is. Have you ever listened to Chris D'Elia's podcast?
No, I haven't yet.
It's a bit much.
Is it?
He's funny, but a lot of times it's just like, hey, dude, it's just too much.
Yeah, it is too much. Like, small doses, but fucking hilarious.
But him being on other comedians' podcasts, fucking funny.
Yeah.
Have you listened to Santino and
Bobby Lee? Love it. It's one of my favorites.
Is
Bad Friends.
Funny as fuck, dude.
Love it.
So funny.
Those guys are dope together. I tried to get my buddy to listen to it, but he's got some sort of beef with Bobby Lee.
Why?
I don't know. I was laughing.
Bobby Lee's so jokes, bro.
I'm like, oh, must be a family thing. My buddy's like Asian, so I guess fucking family
right,
squabbles.
Just stay out of the racial wars,
you know
bro.
I mean? So, but I love it. I think it's hilarious, man. Yeah, Bobby Lee's one with his girlfriend's like, yeah, but his bad friends is probably one of my faves right now.
Yeah, I can't listen to Bobby Lee's
personal one. It's just like a bit much.
Yeah, I don't get it.
I love Santino. I think he's hilarious.
Yeah, he was supposed to open for Rogan.
Yeah.
Dude.
What a letdown that they're not coming.
Yeah, man. That would have
I
been
think he's gonna make it huge too, Santino.
Yeah, Santino's
always
so
in with the right crowd.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's like at the cool kids table.
Yeah, exactly right.
You know
that LA crowd is so dope.
Yeah, good on him though. But he's a funny guy though. I like him. I do listen to his Whiskey Ginger too, more often now.
I don't think I've ever listened. Like I've seen clips, but I haven't actually sat down and listened to a Bobby.
Yeah, it's not bad. He has like comedian, porn stars, like a whole wide range of people on there.
Bobby Lee's got some weird fuckers on there too.
Bobby Lee's an interesting cat, man.
Dude, he's a weird cat.
He is weird.
Do you think
he's super funny though? Like I would love that guy to get a special.
Do you think his girlfriend gets fucked by other dudes?
I don't know.
He seems like the kind of guy to like be okay with it.
I don't know. He's
like, yo, I'm like 5'2" and can't.
He's definitely. I don't want to say like a strange guy, but he's like unique. You know.
He's definitely strange.
There's only one Bobby Lee, and I'm glad talking like I know the guy, but everything like, I hear from him though, like you know what I mean. Though
most comedians are fucking weird though.
So yeah,
like most comedians are like outcasts, right?
Yeah,
outcasts.
They always say that too, right? You know what I mean?
You gotta be a little fucked up.
Yeah, definitely. So cool job though if you can do it.
Dude, I think it's so hard to do comedy. To actually like imagine being like, okay, get up on a stage and make people laugh.
Yeah.
Like just your words.
Yeah.
And there's no other like art form or even like performance where you could do that. It's literally just all you and your words.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And could you
no bailout, nobody there to bail you out.
I was gonna say, could you imagine like being on stage and just bombing?
And everyone bombs.
And you have to just sit there and eat just that shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, I don't know if I could do that. I could.
They seem like to be like the new rock stars now, though.
100%.
Okay.
I think but it's also because podcasts.
Change the game for those guys.
But all the best podcasts are comedian because it's funny to listen to.
Oh, for sure.
Right?
Yeah, definitely.
If you're not like a funny podcast,
like Bill Burr right now making fun of all the corona shit, like just to take the edge off. Like that's what I'm saying. Like why I watch Kreischer.
Yeah.
It's all everything we watch now is so depressing.
Yep.
It's just like I can't even like as much as I want to stay informed and I am interested in it. Like it's just like. I need to take a break from this stuff,
But even Rogan, right? Like Rogan is obviously like a more serious podcast, but he's still a comedian at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So he has some funny, weird views on shit.
Yeah, for sure.
Which is what makes his podcast so good, right?
His guests always like, even if I don't know him, I listen to it because I'm always gonna learn something.
You're always gonna get lured into it, man. It's so good.
I'm always gonna learn something. So it's just like, and like very rarely on other people's podcasts will I do that.
There's also, I was thinking about it too, like even like The Irishman, right? I still haven't watched that movie because it's 3 hours. Yeah, I have zero problem.
It doesn't feel like 3 hours.
I have zero problem.
Feels like 2 hours 45 minutes. No.
All right. But there's so many things where like I will not listen to something or like watch or like give that much time to something where I have no problem.
I was stoked to watch it, so I was just like, I'm down.
It's a bit like Before My Time. All the actors, like I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. See, for me, it's just like those are the guys for me.
Piss off, right? But like, I will sit down and give.
I'll probably even watch it again, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah.
And you're not a movie guy at all.
No. So yeah, it goes to show you, right?
Have you seen that new that one that swept the like won all the awards at like 1947 or whatever it was?
Is that subtitle one? No, that's not all Korean one.
No, that's quarantine. No, it's something like that. Not quarantine, but contaminate.
I don't know.
Either way, apparently that movie's nuts too.
Is that the one that won the Oscar?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
But there was that war movie 1947, I think it was. That was
okay.
really,
I've heard
really
about
good
this.
too.
Yeah.
That one apparently is nuts. But like I was saying, Rogan is like one of the only things that I actually give 3 hours of my time to, no problem.
Oh, me too.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's very rare that I will do that to a movie or anything else, but 3 hours Rogan, no problem.
Work killed my time, man.
You know what I mean?
Beautiful, man. Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I don't know. It's like for those guys, it's obviously a huge moneymaker.
Oh, dude, it's ridiculous.
So,
but apparently, though, like,
for them, it's easy money.
For
like
them,
Burr.
From what I've heard though too, is that like because the Fire and the Kid, they talk about this all the time, is that the podcast is just like your marketing, and you actually make your money off of touring.
Oh,
touring is your money.
Like I remember, I know they make good money because Schaub was saying when he's buying his house, he took all the revenue from Brian's half of the revenue for a few months, put it all in his bank so he could put down a fat payment on the house, and then he paid Brian back later. So there's a big chunk of money.
Oh, for sure, there's gonna be a good amount of money.
Rogan makes $100K or more per episode. I heard.
Really?
I read it on the internet. Now I'm not saying it's true, but I believe it. Look at that guy, balling, son. He's got like some of the most downloads out there.
You think about the amount, because he gets like something like 60 million downloads an episode or something like that.
I'm not sure what the average is.
Or sorry, no, it's like 60 mil a month. But like,
I probably think 100 mil a month.
But like the top TV shows, they're lucky if they get 1 million. Like think about pay-per-view as
his
UFC,
audience is
right. So
wide
like
range.
when you approach like an advertiser, you're like, you can charge insane rates.
Oh yeah,
so I could see 100K no problem
for sure. And like you, obviously the same companies are all on these guys comedians podcasts. It's like,
yep,
you know what I mean. So yeah, it's like easy money, man. Good for them. Like, and like you said, it just makes them more popular and make them sell out more because you're just reaching all these people every week.
But it's like your podcast promotes your shows and your shows promote your podcast, and it's just this constant.
Yeah, and everyone can see how funny you are. Feedback. You're selling yourself every episode.
Yeah, and you're going on to other people's and you're tapping into their audience and they're tapping into yours, and it's just this ecosystem.
Cross promotion,
exactly.
Cross marketing,
right?
Yeah, for sure.
Super smart. It's the way to do it for sure.
And there's enough money out there for everyone to eat. It's not like a competition like that.
Dude.
Yo, there's enough money out there. And chances are, if you like one or two guys, you're gonna like more of the guys when you listen to them, or if you know what I'm saying. It's just
realistically, right? Like as friends, like if you like me, I'm gonna be like, yo, check out Raj. He's my boy. Like I like him. If you like my shit, and you're probably gonna like his shit too, right? Sure. And so like all these comedians promote their friends, and it's the same styles, same sort of jokes, it's the same shit they're into, right? So obviously you're gonna like it.
Totally.
But just wait till we blow up and we're in that crew too.
Huh?
So wait till we blow up and we're in that crew too. Fuck yeah, dog. We're gonna move to LA.
We just gotta get more than 3 people to listen to us right now.
Oh, buddy, we have like 200 plays or something like that on SoundCloud.
Hey, full disclosure, I've been going back and listening to them. I didn't do it in the beginning, and I realized how fucking bad I am at it.
Dude, I because I do the editing, I've listened to like each episode like 5
honestly
times.
If I hear myself say, you know what I'm saying, one more time,
dude, or me saying 100%,
I'm gonna kill somebody.
Or me saying 100%, say that shit all the time, dog.
Just like mortified when I listen to this shit. I was like, oh like, my god, time to be better.
I was gonna say, because like Rogan talks about all the time, where he's like, he listens to every single set he's ever done over and over and over again, and he's like, comedians who don't do that don't know where they're not good.
Yeah, for sure.
And I
didn't realize how bad it was until I went back and listened.
And you got to get back. You got to re-listen to your own stuff to be like, okay, I need to correct that. I need to correct that. I need to correct that. Right.
For sure. I know I already let that slip maybe twice, but I think I put a cap on like 2 times. So.
Buddy, it's gonna happen again. We talk about.
But
also,
yeah,
the episodes where it's like blurted out, it's hilarious.
And also me like yelling right in the mic all the time. Yeah, you know. Dude. So yeah. But yeah, like. Obviously, we've never done this before, so it's all trial and error. And like we're like what, number 11? So
yeah, bro. Yo,
get 11 more under the belt. I'm sure
it'll
be good.
Next episode, we should have some beers or something, because I wanted to have beers for like the 10th episode, but I totally didn't think about it.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, but let's go do some schneef, some cheese. Big cheese, guys.
Oh, funny story.
Okay, tell me.
I'm gonna leave the names out, but you'll probably know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Couple friends of ours went away this weekend.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I haven't heard anything about it, so.
And good times, whatever. I believe the person's house they were staying at went to bed.
Okay.
The guy we know was like, yo, I brought some goodies.
Okay.
Right? And the girl that was with him, we all know loves the goodies.
Oh, 100%. She's a fiend.
So he has his like little box, party box, whatever you want to call it. So she's all eager, opens the box, sees a bag of powder, dives right in, right? Hoover, right?
Yeah.
Well, it was DMT.
I was going to say.
Wrong choice.
Yo, how do you fuck that up? That shit is.
And then like she's like, so she does it, and then she turns around and is like, "Here you go," and he's like, "No, yeah, man."
Oh, dude.
So
she must have been on the moon.
She was tripping, man.
Hard.
And apparently she took a while. She knew it was only going to be like 15, 20 minutes,
She's a
whatever.
champion, man. She's a seasoned veteran.
That's what you get for being all eager beaver.
But also, okay, have you ever seen it before?
No, it's not even white though.
It's like mustard yellow.
Yeah. But that's how much of a fiend she is for the powder.
We all know her. Look at what you're doing and just going.
She's like, it burns so bad.
Of course it
did. Like, her nose was fucked, she said after that.
For sure it was. You just
as was she though. She
DMT.
was just like, she was like looking at this one picture and she was just like tripping out. I guess she was saying, but
was the trip good at least?
Oh yeah, she had a good time.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, it was quite funny.
Felt
though.
like 5
It's
years.
like that's what you get for jumping in someone else's stash and going hardcore and then asking questions later.
You know how some people though like say that.
And she's done this before and accidentally done meth. So you think you would learn your lesson, right? You'd be like, whoa, I'm not going to jump in other people's stash without at least asking. It takes 2 seconds to ask. Is this blow? That's all it takes
but
before
also,
you do
like, who has just, like, weed, a little bit of molly, meth. You know what I mean? Like, that's some next level shit.
Yo, he's like, next slow day, we'll do mushrooms. I'm like, dope.
Let's go.
He's got them there, so...
Yeah, I think I'm going up a way.
As long as I can get a ride home, I'm in.
I'm going up to the cabin this week. We're going to have to do the next podcast Monday.
Sure.
But me and the boys are going up, and I think we're
What
doing
do you guys
some shrooms.
Oh, nice.
Yes, sir.
What do you do? Like chocolates?
Pardon? Yeah.
How do you do them? Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
But also, like, my one buddy's hairdresser gets them. And she, like, makes, like, dosage chocolates all chopped up into 4 little, like a chocolate bar, basically, little squares, and each square is like a certain amount of milligrams or grams or whatever it is.
Oh, right? Dope. Okay. And you can get this readily available?
Oh yeah, all the time.
I might do some shrooms. Really
also,
soon.
our boy that we were just talking about, he's also the man for that. Actually, our boy.
I know he's the man.
Our boy who's no. Our boy who's away and is coming back. He's the man because that's where other boy gets all his stuff from.
Okay, fair enough.
He's like, dude, you know.
Well, regardless,
he used to be the head of like some psychedelic like community in Vancouver, like the president of it. And then eventually was like, yo, I probably shouldn't have this on my like attached to my name, and so we ditched it. Yeah.
Interesting.
He's like,
so he's the man with the ayahuasca.
He's done everything.
He's the
man. Everything you can think of.
Lick the toad?
Yes, sir.
Fuck, eh?
I don't know if I could do that. Apparently, ayahuasca is like, it's like hell at first.
Like in which way?
So like your body like tightens and cramps up, and you're like keeled over, and like you want to puke and puke and puke. Then after like 45 minutes, then you're into this trip.
I'm done. No, not doing that.
Yeah, not a chance.
No, not
imagine hiking 12 hours to lick a toad and just rolling around in some village dying.
And I gotta feel like that for 45 minutes after I lick a toad?
Not a chance.
Fuck out of here, dog. No,
sir. But also like, what was I gonna say about DMT? You know how like some people have reported that like you do DMT and even though it's only 15 minutes, to them it's like 5 years.
Okay.
Like Ari Shaffir had a story where like he like lived as a fish in a pond for like 2 years and had like a family. I think it was Ari Shaffir, some comedian on Rogan's podcast. Might have been Duncan Trussell. But like lived in a pond as a fish for 2 full years, had a family, and then snapped out of it. And they're like, yo, you okay? And he's like, what is going on?
So like 2 years later, he just snapped out of it.
Yeah. No. So it felt like 2 years him, but it was actually 15 minutes.
Oh shit! Wow, you tripped me out, man. He was fucked up for 2 years.
He was a fish in a pond for 2 years. Dude, they would have pulled the plug on that fucker. But to him,
I'll try some of that batch.
Yeah, but for him, it was 2 years.
Wow.
He like felt like 2 full years. So I wonder if our friend, her time perception was way off.
No, she said it's like 15 minutes.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. But that's what you get for being a hoover.
Yeah, dude. You know? Full key bump at DMT. Let's go.
Yeah, I like it though. Good tenacity there.
So like that's championship mentality.
It is though.
That's what we want on the team.
Eager beaver. What time? How much time we got?
We're at like an hour 20.
You want to just rapper then?
Yeah, call it rapper.
Yeah.
There was something that I was like, we need to start saying at the end of every show. Yo.
Bye.
Bye. No. We're on YouTube, iTunes, podcasts, Spotify, SoundCloud, Google Play, and one other one that I can't think of.
All that.
So like, subscribe, share with your friends. Appreciate all 12 of you. Let's go. All right. See you guys later.